Welcome to today's Assumption of Command ceremony. Today, Major Charles Sacavage will assume command of the 193rd Special Operations Civil Engineering Squad. At this time, I would like to recognize our distinguished guest in attendance, Colonel Terrence Kudelka, Vice Commander, 193rd Special Operations Wing. Also, welcome to Major Sacavage's family, his wife Crystal Sacavage and his uncle Greg Sacavage. Please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Please be seated. The purpose of the Assumption of Command ceremony is to emphasize the continuity of leadership and the unit identity despite changes in authority. The ceremony also symbolizes command, responsibility, and accountability within the unit. This Assumption of Command is physically represented by passing the command flag, the tangible symbol of the unit, from the group commander to the new squadron commander. The formal ritual is conducted before assembled members of the unit, colleagues, military counterparts, honored guests, family, and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 193rd Special Operations Mission Support Group, Colonel Garrett.
The big challenge is not tripping up the steps when you're doing these ceremonies. I managed to do okay. I did write down a few things, Chuck, because I didn't have it committed to memory. So I want to say thank you to Colonel Kudelka and Major Sacavage's family, Crystal and Greg, for joining us today for the Civil Engineering Squadron Assumption of Command ceremony. I want to give a little bit of background on Major Sacavage. Major Sacavage commissioned in 2001, and that was with the U.S. Marine Corps, and you did 4 years of active duty with them, so we're glad we could steal you over to the Air Force side. He joined the Air National Guard, and I hope I have this right, November of 2007, and he comes to us from the 201st Red Horse Squadron, where he was the Director of Engineering leading the unit in execution of engineering design and construction management. Major Sacavage commissioned in 2001, that's a ditto there, I'm sorry. He is a seasoned officer and completed 2 deployments in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom, and that was with the Marine Corps. Did 2 additional deployments in support of Operation Enduring Freedom with the Air National Guard. Chuck comes to us full-time in this position. He's leaving behind his civilian job as a consulting engineer and federal program manager with the Federal Aviation Administration, where his responsibilities were very great. He did a lot of airport program matters and airport design, construction, maintenance, operations, and safety for them. Major Sacavage has tough shoes to fill. He's taking over command from Lieutenant Colonel Jim Weimer, who now serves as the deputy for the Mission Support Group. But given Chuck's background and engineering experience, I'd say we made an excellent choice for the Special Operations Civil Engineering Squadron, and I have no doubt that he's going to do a good job for us. So please come up and join me, and we'll continue on with the Assumption of Command ceremony.
Thank you, Colonel Garrett. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Assumption of Command.
Finish the order.
Attention to orders. Special order number G019, Major Charles Sacavage is relieved from the present assignment as Director of Engineering, 201st Red Horse Squadron, and is appointed as 193rd Special Operations Civil Engineer Squadron Commander effective 1 October 2017. By order of the Governor, signed, Anthony J. Corelli, Major General, Pennsylvania Air National Guard, the Adjutant General.
Officers post.
And I assume command.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Major Sacavage, please come forward.
I'd like to thank Colonel Kadelka as well. Thank you for being in attendance. And get some folks from the Red Horse that made the trip down here. It means a lot. I appreciate seeing you as well. And Colonel Garrett for making this all happen. Colonel Weimer, I look forward to continuing to learn more about my responsibilities here. I'm humbled with the opportunity to serve as commander of the 193rd Special Operations Civil Engineering Squadron. I don't take this responsibility lightly and take on this role fully aware that I didn't get to this point alone. I want to first thank my family. My wife Crystal has been with me through 2 overseas deployments and multiple training evolutions away from home. In our 10 years together, I can count on one hand how many times I've been home for her birthday. We had a squadron member that's excused today for a wedding, or to be married, and I was thinking to myself, boy, that was a mistake that I made as well, because if you get married on a drill weekend, your anniversary is always generally on a drill weekend, say for 1 year every leap year or something. My uncle, appreciate him making the trip as well. He's been supportive throughout my military career. He was actually one of the few that was there when it all started, when I graduated Officer Candidate School in Quantico, Virginia. I also need to thank the countless Marines and Airmen who've consistently risen to the occasion throughout my career. I think back to 2 seasoned staff NCOs who met a naive young lieutenant in Northern Camp Pendleton and kept me out of trouble, along with years of patience from senior officers. More importantly, I think of the brave young Marines executing a resupply convoy in only soft-skinned vehicles as the battalion aggressively pressed into Baghdad. I recall selfless airmen serving a critical entry control point 12 hours a day in the scorching desert outside of Kuwait International Airport because base operations depended on it. I think of resolute airmen finishing concrete through the night at a remote location in coastal Guatemala when the contractor failed, which in retrospect may have been even hotter than Kuwait. There are of course countless more examples. Rest assured, I didn't get here on my own. Similarly, while I'll work tirelessly to succeed in this capacity, I know full well success will come largely from the efforts of the airmen in this room. You bring a unique skill set to our great country and the state of Pennsylvania. My role is to set the stage for each of you to reach your full potential. During these challenging times at home and abroad, it is not a matter of if we'll be put to the test, but rather when. I charge each of you to set the bar ever higher, to execute a bias for action. Don't stop at the first, second, or even third obstacle. And to carry yourselves with integrity and professionalism at all times. And I fully expect you to hold me to those same standards. Thank you.